Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone, and welcome to The News Now. I'm Russ Riesinger. Hope you had a good holiday weekend and took time to remember the reason for the Memorial Day holiday. It's a pretty good start to our weather today, kind of like sauna-like out there. It's going to be another warm one. We do have a pretty good chance of rain. We'll be telling you more about that in our next hour. You can always catch us on our website, our app, our Amazon Fire, Roku, Twitter, and Facebook. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's already tuning in. I see quite a few folks here. So thank you very much. And we'll get to some of our headlines right now. At this hour, President Donald Trump has confirmed that a top North Korean official, Kim Jong-chol, is heading to New York for talks on that upcoming summit in Singapore between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. So that looks like it is going to happen now. It is scheduled for June 12th. Also in national headlines, Starbucks will be closing some 8,000 stores today. That's for anti-bias training. That's following the controversial arrest of two black men at a Philadelphia Starbucks last month. Well, in other headlines, Alberto is now a tropical sub-depression, dropped a whole lot of rain and may be responsible for the deaths of two journalists in North Carolina over the weekend. Those two were killed when a large tree from a nearby cliff fell off and fell right onto the SUV that they were driving. Heavy rainfall had made that area in the North Carolina mountains treacherous for travel. Authorities closed much of the road where the accident happened. WYFF news anchor Mike McCormick and photojournalist Aaron Smeltzer were killed while they were on that assignment covering that weather.
We had talked a little bit about how he wanted us to stay safe and how we wanted him to stay safe. And then, of course, 10, 15 minutes later, we get the call, and it was him and his photographer.
And the fire chief said that they had about 100 people who had said that they would take part in a voluntary evacuation in those North Carolina mountains. And after that accident, claiming those two lives, about 10 more people said they would leave as well. So a very serious situation up in the North Carolina mountains with all the rain they have gotten up there. Well, we will be having a lot more visitors coming to Savannah in June. Of course, we always have a lot of visitors here, but even more this year. We're talking about the National Beta Club Convention. Visit Savannah says it is the largest convention to ever come to Savannah in the history of our city. That's pretty amazing. Some 20,000 students, close to 5,000 or 6,000 parents and chaperones. Now, the economic impact of this is going to be huge. It's expected that this conference will bring in some $13 million in 8 days. 36 hotels are filled from the conference. 21 of those are downtown. Now, one of the reasons Visit Savannah's president says many will see the positive effects because no meals are part of the conference. So the restaurants downtown are going to see a huge boost from this.
The first 4 days are grades 4 through 8. That's about 12,000 people in total. The second 4 days, grades 9 through 12, that's about 7,000 or 8,000 people. So, it's spread out over an 8-day period. But in perspective, it's a great question. It's the biggest thing we've ever had.
All right, that convention is slated to start on June 12th, and it will last until June 20th. Beaufort County School Board about to begin the search for a new superintendent. The board expected to introduce candidates for the interim superintendent job at a meeting tonight. Now, this comes after the sudden resignation of Superintendent Jeff Moss 2 weeks ago. His last day will be July 31st. Once the board names an interim, the search for the next superintendent will start, and that process could take a while, possibly about 7 months. Also, a Second Harvest of Coastal Georgia is once again making sure that children are fed while they're out for the summer break. The summer feeding program starts today. Second Harvest has some 62 sites within 7 counties, including Chatham County. They've helped more than 4,200 children last year alone. It's really important that kids get meals during summer. A lot of them don't have that luxury. So we've put all this information on our website. There are 6 sites in the Savannah area who will start serving food today. The list is pretty long. It includes the dates, the dresses for each site, and meal times. So again, to make it easier for you, you can see that right there on our website, WTOC.com. All right, a couple shout outs here. Joanna Lane saying good morning from Beaufort. Hi to Kathy Odom. Malia Heath Griffin saying prayers for those families of the 2 journalists who were killed there in North Carolina. And Nancy Thompson saying hello. She's here in Georgia watching us. Chris Carter. Hi, Chris. He says prayers for those families that were killed. And Paula Glidwell checking in. Gina Elrod watching us from Statesboro this morning. Krista Yon checking in. Krista Lee Barrick, she's checking in this morning. Heather Laird says hello. Can't get to all of you. Shirley Lewis says thanks from the south side. So thank you all for tuning in this morning. We're going to talk more about the weather coming up at 11 o'clock today. We do have a chance of more rain really throughout most of the week today. And I really think I noticed when I stepped outside this morning on my way into Anchor Daybreak, it was already kind of felt like a sauna out there, and that was at about 3 o'clock this morning. So I think that summer-type weather is going to be sticking around for a while. But Cutter will have more on that coming up at 11 o'clock this morning. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us for the News Now.